Canes fans, what's going on? Good morning. Peter Rees here with Canes Insight Daily. As always, bringing you instant reaction from my car here right outside of Green Tree after the 25, 30 minutes or so of media viewing. And we're getting to the later part here of spring, practice number 8 for the Miami Hurricanes. So, as I always say, a lot of this stuff may sound repetitive. Every practice, only get to see so much. So trying to just pick out little things, little details that I notice out there, and try to bring you guys what I saw out there. So right off the bat, and this is a guy that I've mentioned a few times here in these instant reactions. Kellen Wiley stood out in particular today in a drill that they were doing. He had a really good rep, and it's not only his size, right? We talk about trying to change the look of that linebacker room from a physical and the looks, the speed, guys who can get sideline to sideline. Wiley, we understand, fits that mold, but it's the way he moves around, man, moving around more like a little guy. Corey Heatherman was really excited with a rep that he had today, and a lot of optimism, pretty much from day one when Wiley got in the building. So let me see here. I'm seeing. Oh, that's my phone, guys, with my notes. So I'll stop. I'll stop with the camera. I'll stop moving the phone there. But so here we go. That better now, everyone? Sorry. um. So linebacker Kellen Wiley. I think that's a position though. There you're really looking for that guy who's going to step up, who's going to, as we understand, Wesley Basant as a leader in that room, Jalen Alderman as a vet. Guys who have been around, have played a lot of college football, have been productive players, but you need that alpha dog in the room. And is there going to be a transfer coming in? I would expect them to probably be active at linebacker in the portal, but I'm still really looking for that guy. I think Popo Aguirre, there's a chance he can be that, right? There's been a lot of optimism around him this spring, was coming on last year before his injury. But yes, that is a room where some of these guys, they stand out from a physical standpoint, but it's got to all come together now on the field for them. And I think wide receiver, excuse me, is similar to that. You see someone like Josh Moore with that catch that he made the other day on video that I'm sure everyone's seen, the one-handed catch. You see those flashes. You're excited about these young guys, and you're going to be relying on them. But they're probably going to bring someone in there at that spot as well. I just think that with what you have right now, you're excited about JoJo Trader. You're excited about these young guys. CJ Daniels can be a really reliable target for you, the way that Isaiah Horton was, as we've mentioned, with his body type and just a lot of the analytics on his catch and drop rates last year were very good in the SEC. But you still, to me, need one more guy. And that's not to say that some of these young players can't be, sorry, I might have just done it again there, but not to say that they can't be impact players this year, but there's a difference between those guys going out and just taking someone's job and really earning it, and which I'm not saying they can't do that now, but you don't want to have to rely on that being the case. So we'll see what shakes out there, but linebacker and wide receiver are kind of similar positions to me in that sense. Let me get to some of these comments here real quick. I'm sorry again about the beginning there. I have this what do you call it, moon roof, sunroof, whatever it is, and I guess I was moving my phone around there, and the way the sun was hitting it was not good for you guys. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I agree with this Dago, kind of what I was saying here about the linebacker room. He says the young backers will apply pressure and sharpen the upperclassmen's iron. I agree with that. I think here too, you're just looking at guys who have the physical traits to be able to jump some of these guys quicker, as long as they can pick the defense up, which we've heard good things about that. Let's see what else, guys. Appreciate you for hopping on here, hit that like and subscribe. So Was going to get into some of the edge guys working. There was a drill today they were working with dropping in coverage with Jason Taylor. And this shouldn't be a surprise because he played linebacker before, but the most smooth one in those drills to me is Malik Bryant, someone who has continued to put good weight on. And we saw him as that edge rusher. He was able to get after the quarterback last year, got sick in the middle of the year, sick or hurt. I forget what it was. I think he missed the game because he was sick. I think it kind of took a little bit of the momentum away from him. But I think he's one of the reasons that Miami wasn't really too aggressive in trying to go get another edge guy in the portal, along with Armando Blunt. They're excited about his progress. Hayden Lowe coming in. But Malik Bryant really looks smooth dropping coverage. And some people say, here we go again with these edge guys having to get into coverage and cover. But that's just, some of this stuff is just individual work that you're going to have to work on, just stuff that sticks out there. He looks smooth. And there was guys like Booker Pickett going through the drills, obviously Lightfoot too. And these are big athletic players, but to me, he looked the best in that drill. Ruben Bain, I think it needs to be said. We've come on here and said it on Canes Inside Daily with D Money. Other people have said it, but his body has transformed in a positive way. Now, did he grow 3 inches? No, that's never his length necessarily. And he's got long arms, but he's not going to necessarily beat you with speed off the edge and length. It's going to be a power game. We understand that, but he looks way leaner. That midsection, which when guys like him come in, the inclination's always to add weight, right? You want to put weight on, you want to get stronger, you're getting to the college level. But I think with him, he realized, man, I'm still stronger than all these dudes, but I can lean up a little bit, gain some quickness that can really help me, not only on the edge, but man, in those pass rushing situations on third downs, third and longs, where you can slide him inside potentially. Really, really an intriguing possibility there with them. I give him credit. The way he looks, definitely an improvement from last season. So, whoops, sorry, I didn't mean to. I don't know if I got a flash there on the screen. I apologize if it did. One more thing, and this wasn't necessarily he looks good, but there's some optimism about Herbert Scroggins as a player who Miami hit on in this class. So keep an eye out for him. Wearing number 35 out there, but very highly productive player at the high school level. I think he maybe led the state of Georgia in sacks last year, and he was up there nationally as well. But someone who passes the test physically, passes the test production-wise, and then character standpoint, coachability, all that, very high reviews. So, yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Well, of course, as always, this show brought to you by Anajar and Levine, the law offices of Anajar and Levine. 1-800-747-FREE, 1-800-747-3733 to take back control of your life with Anajar and Levine accident attorneys. Let me see if there's any other questions to get here. Matthew Owen asking what car I have. I just got the Mustang Mach-E, man. I'm liking it. It went electric, so I was resisting it for a while, but I'm liking it. George Blissett asking about the freshman tight ends, how they're looking. Brock Schott starting to come on, had a big play in one-on-ones the other day, and D Money mentioned he's a guy who's starting to flash as well. Luca Gilbert, I've mentioned from the beginning, man, does he look the part, and I think he can be a player as a blocker right away. Still has some development to go as a pass catcher, but he doesn't look like a big stiff out there, as bluntly as I can put it. This is a guy who can move, right? Again, if you see him in person, legit 6'6", I would say 6'7", and gotta be 250, gotta be 245, 250 easily. Maybe pushing closer to 260. I don't know. I'll maybe look into that weight for him, but those two definitely could be potential players in that rotation at tight end this year. So replacing Arroyo, need to replace a lot there. Not going to have someone who directly with the role that he played. But the group as a whole starting to come together. Bauman, of course, coming in from Tulane as well. Soft hands, red zone guy, chain mover. So you've got Lofton, who we know can handle the ball out of the backfield, carry the ball out of the backfield, block as a be used as an H-back, a fullback, lead blocker. He can do a bunch of things. We've seen him run routes at a very high level and has amazing hands. So he's your move guy, and then we'll see what happens with the rest of the group there. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up here. Appreciate everyone for joining me today. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Ric Flair asking about the linebackers. I talked about them in the beginning for a while, so go back, hit that rewind, and you'll probably find what you want to hear. Maybe it's not exactly what you want to hear, but I did talk about the linebacker. So thank you, Canes fans, as always, for tuning in. See you guys tomorrow.